It's a surprise that we find ourselves here. It's about 7 p.m. local time. 4 best of ones deep. And the Mongols, they've been here all day. Let's see if M80 and the Mongols is actually starting this time. CT start for the North American side.
Dual Berettas. And if you say M80 10 times fast, it sounds like Matey. So Matey, let's get this one on.
Yahar. Wreck. Actually, look at that setup. He's got Kevlar and an incendiary and the dual Berettas. They've set him up for success on A. So if he gets nothing, it would be a lot of money down the Swanee. Info. Incendiary. Mazinho separated from the pack. He's played that to perfection. Do they scrap their plans? It looks like the mid player is going to start to make a move. It's Blitz having a walkout.
I love the double layering of utility, right? The molly to stop, it segregates, and then the smoke comes in for the rotation. So completely denied any fights towards A main. If they were hoping Mongols to try to re-aggress, they have to knock elsewhere for now. Blitz into the next pair of dualies.
Oh, that could not have been better. Perfect pre-aim, destroying Swisher. Doesn't even get a chance to pull the trigger. Now into B we go. Uncomfortable, highly uncomfortable. Techno flashed off. Slacks tries to occupy. 9-10 putting pressure on. This is uncomfortable. Can't hit the shot. And Techno searching for more. This should seal the deal. Lake even is a goosh. 1 HP. Nothing for him here. Going to get hunted down. Ferocious from the Mongols. Despite Rex, defensively A commit, they just pivot, and they pivot gracefully. Blitz, impact again. We talked about his multi-kills. Well, he started the pistol with a nice double.
Suppose that's one of the negatives of having that type of utility is, yeah, you stop them, but now they're going elsewhere.
Now what?
Especially when Blitz is hitting a banger like that, entering in towards Cave. So great work from him. Good, clean lurk there from Senzu. And Mazinho, that's exactly what we were thinking. All right, well, force buy for M80, UMP for Lake, MP9 for Rec, and an A execute on the agenda. This time around, Rec doesn't have the incendiary, only has the smoke. That will not completely stall out Mongols if they want to come on through, and here's the util.
Rec is under a lot of pressure once more. The pre-fire connecting. Light on ammo, 6 bullets left.
Cancel?
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be almost a repeat of the pistol.
Well, Lake tried to push middle and catch them on a timing, so Blitz dealing with that has brought them another way out yet again. So Blitz, the bailout, I have to start a fund. And they're already coming up with a new plan. You can see Mazinho poising himself even with a bit of util to make this possible. More bodies close mid, 3 of which M80 can still stop this.
Slack confirms, 9-10 swings out. Sin does some damage, but not lethal, and look at them go. 9-10 a double. Swisher will finish off 9-10. All alone in this one. Long-range taps from Mazinho, just whistling past Swisher's ear, and eventually gets it across the line with that long-range clock head shot.
Laboured, sure, but that's going to be the 2-0 start, and likely to be 3-0 considering the investment of M80 there. So Mongols struggling with pistols yesterday against G2. It was one of the big conversation points that we were mulling over throughout the first best of 3 of the day. We obviously had 3 streams running simultaneously for the opening stage. Everybody getting to kick off besides GG How in best of 3s. 7 teams down towards the resurrection stage where we find us now, and just 3 names remaining need to whittle, or when FlyQuest were playing, wattle that down to just 2. Furia versus who?
Senzu, interestingly, didn't choose to invest, just gave that AK over, knows that they're not going to be fully invested, instead just going to have a lot of cash to splash in the more testing rounds.
Well, I'm likely to see him drop the AWP across to 9-10 going into the next. So I like Mongols. They're thinking ahead. They've got a 5-year plan. Invested in different shares and stocks, and Senzu to lead that charge into B. Bomb goes down, smoked off for now. Still residual util, but they catch them on a bit of a timing. It should be easy. Don't worry.
So scary. Throw weapons at each other, your teammate goes down. It is only going to be 2 casualties, but not bad for what was invested from 80. Yeah, down goes Sin. Clean 3-0. Guns are imminent.
All right, well, do we see Senzu drop the AWP across to 9-10? Yes, we do.
Thank you very much.
So an exchange of guns as we go into the first weapon round. Slacks being able to equip his. So both teams with almost everything that they would desire. Lacking a little bit of util on the M80 side, but might be negligible. Let's see how they proceed to open. Big smile on Senzu's face. Red smoke. We saw G2 exploiting that yesterday by blowing it open, clearing red and getting some easy jewels.
Great out. Synchronized with the pop of the flash. Lake just deleted. Caught in the open. Kind of sobering couple of rounds from Lake. 0-4.
To circumnavigate the AWP as well. That's a problem. It's like Slacks is going to have to rotate back and there's a deal with red. It's not always the best fight for the AWP, or he could post up at A. It's actually Swisher being brought back. Smoke from Blitz up close and personal to facilitate the potential A split.
Oh, well timed from Swisher. Catches Blitz on the deep clear. Forced away. Senzu could be a dead man here, and he is. Lovely work from M80. Oh, okay. Well, that's a confidence booster right there. You're 4v5 and immediately return to middle, retake it. Slacks is hitting shots. Bomb is lost. Techno on the wrong side of the map.
Was he spotted?
Sin was considering it. Swisher's pausing. It implies, I think they know all too well where Techno is residing.
Yeah, going to be boxed in by Rex movements shortly as well, but Sin should be able to finish this one off. AK in between the middle of the eyes, and I like that. It was a retake mid scenario, right? So the calls come through, boys, let's evacuate the bomb sites, let's go donut, let's go red, let's clear out mid and take some fights, and they found an awful lot. 9-10 getting picked off there. He's thinking, hold up, I thought Senzu was the one taking contact. So you're right, Swisher with a really good timing. Blitz clear in his close corner, doesn't want anybody to be cheeky. Slacks onto 9-10. With the fade of that donut smoke. I thought that was going to usher them across, but stalled out by the incendiary towards window.
Oh, we are going to get our first look at the Mongols towards the B site quick. The test M80, set up that AWP. They're going to be punished with some nice damage on the nades. 9-10 fires off his shot, so the play is clear.
They're in.
Just like that, Swisher forced to play retake. They have a lot of cave. 3 bodies in cave, smoked off. A boost. We'll give them something to work with, but that's a quick one from Mazinho. Clears out Swisher, takes and seizes that long control. Uncomfortable retake for M80.
Yeah, look, it's great to have cave, but if you're smoked off, you're kind of boxed in.
It'd be good to pivot ramp, and that looks like that is the game plan.
In the fade.
Lake making a move up ramp.
Whoa.
Catches Blitz. Actually not far off in the span. He knows where's another. He caught one, and now Rex contributing as well. Mazinho.
Got a kid.
Last man standing, holding the defuse. There's nothing they can do. With 4 alive as well. Back into the B bomb site.
You wonder what the acceleration was, but Lake just started running. He went, yeah, okay, we need to retake the site. I'll just run out the ramp. Not considered whatsoever. Dev happy with that one. Lake breaks his way in.
That's a round-defining double. His first 2 kills of this best of 1.
Humbling the Mongols as well. They are going to have to take a bit of a save on their end. A few deagles invested for the likes of Techno, Blitz, and Senzu. Glocks for 9-10 and Mazinho. Should be to make it 3 on the trot and level things out.
Techno just looked away. Sin clears out. They've got full deep B control.
Yeah, look at that blue line across the lane. This is very tough to break, especially considering the investment. No flash, no molly, no smoke to try and cut off one of these lines of sight. It's just going to be sit back and wait and then hope that they're able to get a couple of picks as the round timer ticks on down. This should be M80's round every day of the week.
Sin not overcommitting as they charge up the ramp. Swisher needs a multi, and actually he's in trouble now. Yeah, lovely work. Blocked headshots back to back from 9-10. More damage onto Sin. These pistols, they're threatening. Blitz has got Kevlar with that recovered M4, but the bomb disconnected from Blitz. He's going to do some damage to Slacks and finishes it off into his boots. Bomb under CT control. Blitz thinks, maybe I'll just seize this AWP for my mate 910.
Well, that's if he gets to hold on to it. Worst case now for Blitz, he goes down after time, and they know exactly where he is. So Sin trying to cut him off at the pass, make sure that Blitz does not get to stay alive. And this would be miserable for the in-game leader of the Mongols if he goes down. 8 seconds remaining. Almost a double on the AWP. Tags Wreck as well. 4 seconds. He might go down after... Oh, I feel like Sin's done him a bit of a favor there.
Fair. Imagine the Kalat pieces out into the B-bomb site. Catches a whiff of Sin.
Well, good damage for the Mongols considering the level of investment that they've made. Just 2 seconds left on the clock right there. Yeah, I think he realized maybe he could have taken him after time.
Starting 2A for the CT side. Sin springs into action, throwing down bullets. Dirt Cave wallbang.
Yeah, making no secret that he has control of this. They've gone for a pretty standard B utility. The lane molly stall out the tees, but you can see Mongols, they're in no rush this time round. I think the most interesting prospect right now is Rek's aggression towards A main. Nade down the back pocket at 9-10. Definitely a completely different change of pace as Senzu. There's an opener.
Swish is going to have to react to that late as well. Ooh, Slags. He's given up the mid-cross. Blitz now a threat towards the B players as well. Rek starts to activate, but it could be too little too late. Incendiary buys him a bit of time, but Techno, good read of the situation. Throws some bullets through the smoke into Swisher. They are so separate.
Play.com.
Slacks towards the temple. Lake towards lane. And the bomb already down. They are going to lose it all here. Holding onto his orb is Slacks. Trying to, anyway. There it is. There it is, holding on.
There's time to go for this.
Time to investigate.
What's going on?
Right, indeed. Techno needs to play this one safe. Mazzini was leaving. He was headed to
Already on the hunt.
We cool? Oh my God.
We're not cool anymore.
Oh, we cool. Wait. Molly. Good frag. Gets a saves the Mongols from a very awkward situation.
Almost gave that one away, didn't they?
Jesus. And as you can see, guys, let your predictions in. Who you think's going to be taking this one? stcplay.gg. Let us know who you think's going to have this in the bag. Well, for a second there,
It felt like there was a bow on this round. It was done, you know, we're putting our legs up. That's exactly what the Mongols were doing, kicking back, and then out of nowhere, a couple of AWP kills, round accelerates, and then Mazzinho has to win a 1v2 with mollies and nades in his face.
yeah, just with his knife out in like T-spawn, like, oh.
I guess I am needed.
Saves the day. Lovely. Oh, wow. Combination of bullets there. Blitz's well-placed flames. Takes down the AWPer, and Sin needs some support from Swisher, a flashbang or something. He's
Maybe we flick down.
Fuck you! Techno, good clear. Swisher's turn, nearly the double. Senzu lucky, just hanging on by a thread there. Kicking into the flames, an opportunity for Lake, doesn't hit it.
Are you sure they're saving, Alex?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm keeping my lips zipped.
Do they just teleport into the side and give this one a crack out of nowhere?
Yeah, Lake's heading to the teleporter in A main.
Well, you knew it was going to be a pretty fragile economy considering how many kills they had just made against the Mongols, but their investment back in, that little blitz, Slacks trade in middle, that was a defining moment. You could see Slacks there trying to dance around the flames, Blitz getting that kill, going down as well. But it's the trade work from Mongols making their way up the B ramp. Just those MP9s not packing a lethal punch. 5 secure for the Mongols now.
Yeah, not far away from those MP9s doing what was required of them. It's a big round though for the Mongols to post. Puts us into 5-3, a 2-round gap now. And seems likely it would be 3. Saved M4, saved AWP short. You'll see this one techno clear, just a nice crouch peek. Swisher. Just the 1 point of health left on Senzu.
Yeah, and with the AWP in transition as well, just fired a shot. That would have been a real opportunity. You think at that point, 910's probably going for a no-scope. There's going to be a tactical timeout taken, and this one on the side of M80, because the discussion needs to be, okay, we have the saved AWP, but it's not in the hands of Slacks. Do we drop it over to him? And then what does Lake get? We also have the M4 for Rec. But next round, we only get 2400 loss bonus, and everybody's kitty is sitting at about 2.2. So we need to take the fullest of eco. So it's likely just to see Lake get to proceed with this AWP, try and set him up early to find a fight, and then Rec anchoring over towards A. That's probably not the best use for this rifle in a round like this if you expect the Mongols to go with some of their standard default plays. You want to see if you can unravel over towards B lane. Could
you put the AWP donut spotting mid and listening A, and then just have that rifle supporting B with the pistol?
Yeah, maybe give it a boost or two. Have a flash to try and facilitate that flash. Actually, Lake has given the AWP to Slacks.
Okay.
So it makes sense having the main AWP player getting to wield that bad boy, but in the wrong place, actually being boosted up towards B long at the moment as the two individuals, Rec and Sin, take the cave space. So it's just going to be Lake with the Deagle, and if he gets smoked off, it's all over Red Rover.
Yeah, he's heard them. And has a 1-2 chances. Some very hard shots on their cross. 910, punished by that rival AWP, so Slack's given it, and justifiably so, Swisher. Adjusting into Senzu, 2 targets, and he doesn't get too overwhelmed.
They need to hold on to this AWP or they won't have it in the next.
He's in a prime position to try and make this costly. Are they going to turn their back? Slack's knife out. Spotted and away. Swisher can go down. No harm, no foul.
Well, Cash is still a little bit rough around the edges for some of the Mongols players, so you have to ask yourself how many of them can really get stuck into this hunt. You would love to remove that AWP knowing it won't be in the hands of M80 in the next, but everyone is just going to hold it at bay. They've cut them off towards the B bomb site, and there's that third round difference now. Half of the first half secure for Mongols. It is tough to rule out M80 considering the type of comeback that they mounted. Winning the pistol against Complexity, then losing 7 straight rounds, 7-5 on the half. Second half started, also felt like they were in a bit of trouble, but then they battled back in with some big clutches. The tenacity of M80 was something to marvel at earlier in the day.
Yeah, I mean, integrating a player who's been on your roster for 10 days, just over a week with, what, 5 practices? I think I spoke to Sin. 5 scrim days. Certainly not going to be an easy feat up against a very polished squad in the Mongols, albeit, as we've seen and discussed, not always at the top of their game in the polished department.
Penny's dropping a little bit late for M80 by the looks of things. You've got full B lane control, there's nobody spamming, you've got B doors completely, you have mid completely, so what, you think that they're just sitting up B doors? No, they're in A already, so Slacks, you've rotated over, you have to hit a shot through the flames, but it's 910 to open the account on the AWP. Blitz has this one dead to rights.
They are really abusing this A side of the map. They started pistols there, the second round there. And now guns walking in. Definitely been more frequently hit.
And it's in the last couple that they changed the pace a little bit, Mongols. With one of the previous gun rounds, you saw them go a whole lot slower about things, allow this CT utility to be expended. If you're going to dump so much for the control that M80 are looking for, you can just wait these rounds out. They walked in towards an essentially free site. Blitz, how many more rifles can you take away?
He's got at least one here. Oh, not to be. Well held by Sin. Maintains his rifle. Gonna have to start going for them now. We're getting to the tail end of this first half.
Yeah, these saves just keep it somewhat interesting in the sense that, well, M80 have something to fight back with, but at the moment they're being outmaneuvered. We've seen them be able to hit the shots, but a lot of the time they've already foregone the bomb side or they're just completely in the wrong position. Here's that 9-10 opener from within the flames. But the round was already done at that point. Blitz is killed towards the mid push. It's a really tough one, especially because they're walking into the site and they've hardly used any utility. Getting into A for free and you've hardly used any nades. Think about how many times you can smoke CT, Molly Donut, keep Temple on lock. That's a joy for the Mongols as the second tactical timeout now forced for M80. You're right, they do have to start giving some of these rounds a crack. And with what cash is left over for them going into the next and final round, with the loss bonus, they should be good for another buy, even if they get wiped. So I would like to see them, even if the chips are down in a 2v3 potential, give the retake a go. You need rounds at this time, boys.
Yeah, 7-5, a whole lot better than 8-4, in Sin's words. Let's see if they can get that fourth, bare minimum.
A-main push. They're fed up of losing this site.
Yeah, Mongolz stubborn in their pursuit of it. Look at that flash. He got away in time. I don't think Mazinho spotted him. Good cover from Slacks now. He just starts to activate, but 9-10 perpetually prepared for the next engagement. Sharp on that AWP. What's Blitz's plan here? Wants them to park the bus a bit.
I feel if it goes too quiet, the rotation from Lake, he now needs to take the position of Wreck. They have to take a gamble to get the space back. Like, Lake's rotated over. They've foregone a lot of the map, but they need to take some room. And an A-main re-aggress, if they are just sitting and parking the bus in there and you go in, it's like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. But they need some space. So instead of opting for A-main control, it looks like it'll be through Donut. But they need to stay active. And it'd be great if they could piece this together some way with the B defenders.
They're getting across. Are they going to be up through mid? The smoke red should facilitate it. Smoke well placed. Completely guises their cross back to B, and now it is just Swisher playing retake. An incendiary to his name. And a whole squad heading his way. Clearing out mid, it's a bit suspiciously quiet. They've managed to play this beautifully, Mongolz. 35 seconds to piece it together. Sin seems to have worked it out.
Oh, hey, it's crazy.
It starts to spam, acting like he's a little late piece, and now Lake, good find, takes down Blitz, out through Cave. Oh, well-placed utility.
Bomb loose.
Good spam, onto Techno,
Oh.
Good work from Sin.
Almost a lineup.
9-10 with just 15 seconds, fakes it out and goes on down. That's a big one to post for M80, 4 alive, but more importantly, a 4th round.
I thought they were going to be too late to the party there with that mid-reaggress because they were waiting for the red smoke to fade because they needed Sin to be able to contribute. And at that point, it felt like they had really lost control, but Swisher in retake, and really it is Lake's push. 9-10, you can see why he's so aware of another player being up close. It's a very standard play to have that AWP come and cover off the left side while the rifle walks up that right side. And that 5's still possible.
One last chance on the defense, one more shake of the defensive stick. This time, more standard distribution of their attacking pieces. What is that from Sin? A flash and go. He's cleared out one. And Senzu quick to equalize. Oh, okay, and then what is that? Just locks onto the head of Swisher through the smoke.
You know that's both B defenders.
He knows where Lake is. Oh, good read. Well played, though, from Lake. Still out-duels him. Scary scenes for Lake. 9-10. Soon to be assisted by Blitz, but he is not ready for wreck. Not ready at all. That was the bomb. Knife out. The 9-10 going for no scopes. Burning down, sprayed on down, and up to Mazinho. Caught off on the jump. Lake makes it so. Aggression, the remedy. A 7-5 half. Competitive scenes here on Ancient.
لحظات البداية عاشت معنا. كنا نحسبها وقت للتسلية بس. نحسبها بس ذكريات.
عبود لك اليد يا ولد.
ابتكرنا فيها ابتكارات، وإذا بغينا قلبناها خرافات. كنا نحسبها بس لمة وصحبة وسهرات،
انتبه نوب ترى نوب.
لكن كنا نشوف عالم ما حد يشوفه.
ليت يشغل وقته بشيء يفيده.
الله عليك على اليد سود.
عالم كبر وعاش فينا، عالم الحماس فيه يوصلك كل مرة لحلم أصعب، بس ما يصعب عليك. بارد معك وين ما تروح.
And let's rock and roll with our next half of play. Mongols and M80. Just the winner lives on to fight a best of 3.
No, best of 1.
Still best of 1?
Yeah, best of 1.
Wow.
The Resurrection best of 1 all the way.
So merciless. Fury are waiting there all the same. And it has been best of 1s all day here in the Resurrection stage. After you've lost that best of 3, you are condemned here until you can find yourself supreme of the Resurrection stage. Mongols and M80, yes, indeed, M80 taking down Complexity earlier on in the day. A bit of a banger if you missed it. And for the Mongols, sent here by G2, albeit very competitive in the best of 3.
I have to ask myself a question right now, Alex. Are M80 doing the Hugo?
I don't even know what the Hugo is on Ancient.
Smoke long and short, plant the bomb, have the molly outside the doors. When they go to defuse, molly the bomb. Is it the Hugo?
Could very well be the Hugo, Byron. Smoke's long. Smoke short. He's gonna... Oh! The loss of Slacks before they even get going. Now a smoke on the top of the ramp as well. Senzu's ready for the war. Techno. Lovely control of... Well, I say control. He's clicking fast. That's what he's doing. Rek and Sin no longer with us. Getting run out by Techno. 1 bullet is all he's got left. He's going to opt for the knife.
Give him another gun.
Anything. Anything will do.
Oh!
God, Rek. Nice shot. Senzu, however, he really disrupted that. That seems to be the counter to the Hugos. You just have to have a Mongolian hit the first bullet out of his USP.
Crazy. Yeah. Absolutely wild scenes. The Hugo unraveled. That doesn't happen every day of the week. 3-round difference. That is both pistolas in the back pocket of the Mongols. And M80 this time will not be trying their luck with the force buy. See a smoke invested for Sin. Where will he be deploying that?
Yeah, both pistols, M80 have managed to get 1 frag.
Oh, it's the B lurk smoke. They're just trying to get a plan.
Understandable. Justifiable. Will Senzu stand in the way once again of their approach towards the ramp? There is very few
They'll get the plan.
He's going to punch in the code. And, yep, just shy of the bullets required to catch him on the adjustment. So, bomb down, mission accomplished. M80, however, stomaching 9-5 on their approach to this comeback. The guns will come out.
Yeah, look, that's a nice way to guarantee that bomb going down because it's hard to see the CTs playing committed in an anti-eco or anti-force scenario anyway. So, nice little idea there to guarantee themselves the cash injection. Obviously not as much as it once was because of the defuse, but still, you'll take it. Slack's also the one to plant the bomb.
Slacks was really mad about it.
I've never seen him so mad.
Big gun round. So much at stake for the M80 squad here. And it's late. Trying his luck.
Oh, they missed the
He's
double
testing.
mollies.
He's testing them. Getting himself out. Hidden in the smoke is Blitz. Nazinho eats the flash. Blitz can't trade because Lake's got himself the double.
Great for
Kept level.
9-10.
Senzu pushing perfectly timed as well. Schwitzer just looked away, but just about gets his crosshair back on the head in time. He knows he's got space to work with. The timing, however, on Techno. He's pushing the smoke, and Rek's going to overlook this. Rek? How has he done that? Just about works it out in time. Pauses, baits the shot, and converts the round just like that. M80 take their first gunny.
All right, well, the double mollies were missed in middle. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference, especially with the way that Lake was approaching that. So great work from them to be able to break in towards middle. I thought 9-10 with the trade through the top red smoke was enough to really stem the bleeding there, but Senzu pushing down, thought he had caught that timing. Not to be the case. Zinho flashed out, Blitz gets one, traded immediately, there's 9-10. This is the duel that essentially decided the round because it opened the avenue in towards the B bomb site, and we had an exchange within that first half where I think Rek caught Blitz coming back with the bomb. Maybe Rek remembered that, took his time. Forced from Mongols.
Look at that from Techno. Hyper aggressive, and Swishers are going to get cut down. Still takes one with him. Admirable. Sin quick up through mid. Punishes towards Tetris. 9-10 gone. Senzu, they know where he was. Hence the hesitance by B doors. It's Sin that he's looking for.
Ooh, if that was... No, not spotted.
Oh, wow. Quick to adjust to the barrel, but he gives it to Senzu. 16 frags and counting, looking solid here.
How aware is he?
Aware enough. Takes his pot shot, brought low. 20 HP, gonna have to respect the Molotov. Bomb going in. Zinho joins him, more healthy, might want to swap out the weaponry.
They can flush the site player with this molly.
Molly is gonna get awkward. Slacks. Stays cool, stays calm. They have swapped out the rifle, so Senzu to move first. Oh, but Mazinho loses his head on the swing short, so just a bit mismanaged there. Looks like it's good for the 7th. Can't even get away with the AK. M80, they're starting to heat up.
I think if they had dropped the gun beforehand, then done the molly, they would have been more likely to take that fight. But because they did the molly, then nobody swung directly into them. Then they're trading guns. They kind of lost the element of surprise, or at least the tactical advantage that offered in the moment. You could see him pivoting behind it anyway, and you said stay calm, that was key. Sin with a very impactful round. Almost got out of control. Good shot from Senzu.
He wasn't far off on that tap on ramp either.
But necessary from Rek. And they know how important that round is. It's forced the Mongols down to an eco, a chance to draw this back to just a one-round game. And we know that M80 are more than happy to go the distance. They did so against Complexity just a little bit earlier in their previous best-of-1 matchup, whereas the Mongols made light work of MIBR, absolutely rolled over them. So who gets to farm up the ecos? That's the real conversation point. Lake straight out middle again. Needs flashes to facilitate him.
Ah, that's one of the 2 deagles they invested, and Lake, his pursuit of a couple of extra eeks. Let's put his AK in the dirt. Might be able to be retrieved, but there is util landing A. Senzu's going to be focused on that. Blitz 2, pulled away. Peek over this. It's not going to be easy to find vision. A bit of damage onto Sin. The boost up. Down they fall.
Oh, double for Rek.
Hopple. Nice shot. Senzu, he is looking great, but walks into Sin. Techno left and down. Dealt with. Not the cleanest, but no complaints.
Well, you can see that they're trying to really enable Lake. Hey, mate, we'll send you out middle. You can try and farm this. And he went out very brazen and, you know, catches the timing. He gets a couple of kills, but he got shut down by Blitz. It was no issue. Rek's done a good job being the bodyguard in a couple of these rounds where things are starting to heat up a little bit, get a little bit dicier. So he's had some important kills. The one waiting at the B doors when he's coming back with the bomb. Then over towards the B site, defending against Mazinho, short swing. And now with a double kill as they've lost the opening pick on what is pretty much an eco. Deep smoke. So Lake can play around this. Probably calling for a flash.
Oh, it takes a drive. Blitz punish. Blitz winning out on the head-to-head in these last couple. 9-10. Completely overlooked that. So a comfortable couple of frags for Mongols into this one.
Oh, should.
Oh. He's been comfortable so far, but
17 kills. You think he has that one every day of the week?
would, and it has given them a real portal into this round. It's now 5v3 goes 3-on-3. Blitz in cave, though. They acknowledge they haven't had the info. They're smoked off towards CT. It's Blitz making the play. Yeah, trying to get that bomb across. The flash implies just as that.
Yeah, that should tell Mongol something.
And Blitz is in a power position to disrupt. He thinks he's got a gap. He's right. He's absolutely right. Brilliant from Blitz. It's the double. To seal the deal, only Slacks can deny. And he can't even get Blitz either. 4 kills in the round. Blitz just an absolute master at finding these timings. He's got the read. He knows. He's reading them like a book. And he profits, pulling home that 10th round. In the absence of Senzu, don't worry, you got Blitz on your side.
Well, it started so well. This was a 3v5 situation. It has to be 4 in total for the round for Blitz to pull it through. And yeah, that flash over towards B lane, I think it shows him he has a bit of a gap. They have to worry about the CT smoke slip. Finds the perfect point.
Oh, I mean, you know, if he keeps this up, we're going to have to add him to the conversation of frag and IGLs. Big Uzera's got company. And it's Blitz doing it again, doing him dirty. Double on Lake and Sin. Swisher realizes he's going to have to go searching. Puts his rod in the water up ramp. Senzu, a different approach this time. Going to be just intermittently peeking into Swisher. Loud about this and overlooked. Overlooked, distracted by Cave, and Senzu still not going to overcommit. He'll just take it, bide his time and collect. 5 bullets and a nice one from Slacks. Knowing that smoke. Blitz walking up close. And
Hello?
Go, should be fine. Blitz gets him down, and Wreck with his knife out for an 11th. Damn, Blitz just decided to put the pedals straight down to the metal. Locks down mid single-handedly.
Yeah, and a couple of the times when they've gone to go out middle, you seen in the previous round where he's just waltzed out A and towards 9-10, he's expecting Mongols to go for the classic press, right? 2 to 3 players towards middle, the rest over towards B through cave and B lane, fighting for that control, and they lose the opening pick, so he pushes out A. Same type of situation here. It's okay, well, there's so much pressure on middle, we should be able to get in towards B, and they were able to do so, but Senzu undetected for way too long, just playing that passive angle. Great from Blitz, his impact now really being felt late within this best of 1. Just 2 more rounds required, and they're in one of the best positions they could possibly find themselves in to secure 12. The Mongols have pushed M80 into a scenario where everybody's sitting at about that 2K mark. They have to take a save and get the rifles out and then fight for overtime. So you should be securing the 12 to 8 scoreline right now if you're the Mongols. Then you just have to win 1 of the next 4 to line up that match against Fury at 1 spot, joining the big names. Mouse, FaZe, Na'Vi, Vitality, Spirit.
Up they go.
Trying this for the plant again.
Senzu, supported by some nice utility. He's going to be able to defend the site, but certainly not defend the plant. They still get it down. They'll get their extra cash to try and hit this 4-round streak.
Oh.
Well, talking of extra cash, Senzu pockets himself 1,500 of his own.
They've used the cheese twice.
Yeah, well.
Gotten away with the cheese twice, have they, M80?
Yeah, you can have it, you know, after dessert. You can have it as a starter.
Wow, 21 for Blitz, 20 for Senzu. Those are the 2 that have been the workhorses of this best of 1. 12 for 9-10, 9 for Techno, and 6 for Mazinho. And Mara, he does not want this to go on any longer. The Mongols taking their 2nd of 3 tactical timeouts during regulation to have the conversation about the finishing blow, the closing round, what could be a 13 to 8 scoreline. Feels like they've been very reactive, right? Whereas you think about the M80 that we had on Anubis, they would just sit back and wait. And whether that was them being a little bit timid or scared, either way, they were just going through map control. Here, they're trying to take things a whole lot quicker, and it seems to be costing them. Look at the replay on the Senzu knife.
Is there any fight left in M80? Blitz and Mazinho. Blitz again, just swinging as far as he can. As quickly as he can. Oh, they've already gone 1 for 1. Ramp tested. Lake down. Senzu, however, removed. Oh, lovely work from 910. Goes searching for Slacks, caught in the open. Puts it all onto the remaining 3. Blitz well aware of the potential upon the fade of that smoke, and Sin and Swish are going to have to put their heads together. Blitz wants to play this advantage, play it smart, play it by the book. For the open CT, for your early warning.
Techno somewhat committed here.
Yeah, it's a chance for Swisher if it's crosshair placement. Techno better. Clean headshot with his AK. Sin, that's the bomb, and that looks like it could be it for M80. Techno just locking it down, a nice double kill, Wreck alone, and a little bit of a window, a little bit of a timing on the jiggle out. He did slip the net, but they're clearing, they're diligent, and a nice headshot to start. They're just going to come barraging towards him, all 3, holding the bomb, with 30 seconds for Wreck to piece this together. And it's 9-10 to close. Mongols survive and weather the M80 storm. They did what Complexity couldn't. And just one more map for Mongols or Furia in order to survive this resurrection stage.
And coming into this stage today, the Mongols are one of the teams that you would have at the tippy top of your tongue to be making this run to join the top 8 in the playoffs.